catapult your market into the new millennia. All right? I mean, put your particular, no matter where you are in the world, it doesn't matter how small you are, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can actually connect your market to the global market out here and make some serious money. And that's why whenever I broadcast this show, it's not just to be some, stupid jag-off here. You know what I mean? I mean, it's to be, a serious facilitator of capitalist idealism, so that individuals that are out there throughout the internet understand that, no matter what your system is, no matter what frame of government you have, try to look, even if it's just a minuscule amount of capital, even if it's a minuscule amount of profit, it's profit. And make sure that all the money that you obtain, whether it's through labor, whether it's through profiting on ventures, whatever, make sure to not only save it, but flip it. Make sure it's going to make you more money. Because at this day and age, I mean, most governments are debasing their currency, so if you leave it in the goddamn savings account, it's going to wither away in actual value because of these damn governments. So this is what makes commodities so valuable. You understand? I mean, this is what makes things like equity so valuable. Bonds, real estate. This is why you're seeing an increase in the real estate market. I mean, let me tell you, I'm considering a few bottom feeding opportunities. But anyway, I'm getting off keister here. We're getting a lot of tweets that suggest that I should open up the chat room. I'll tell you what, I'll open up the chat room if I get enough tweets tweeted at me from a variety of different people that want me to open up the chat room, and then I'll open it up. Let me take a drink of this damn margarita. I didn't even take a drink of it, for Christ's sake. Oh, excellent stuff. Oh, my God. You know what I do with this? I don't want to give my recipe away. I don't want to do it. I'm not giving my recipe away. That's what I'm saying. Not only am I a master griller, all right, I mean, I'm a mixologist, all right? I'm telling you, if anything ever transpires from this show, I'm putting out a damn book about grilling and, mixology, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, I know my liquors, baby. I know the finest things in life. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, I'm a cigar aficionado. I'm a libation connoisseur. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just how I'm living, baby, living lavish. Let me get through the goddamn markets here. Cotton is up modestly 2 cents today. We have wheat futures up $21. Jesus Christ, for wheat. That's an increase of 3.23% today. Sugar, and this is what I'm saying about sugar. I mean, sugar is spiking, and of course, the reason we're seeing a spike in my speculation is you're seeing a lot of people going after those damn shaved ice. Those stupid little shaved ice machines you got going on out here in the South. You got people going to the popsicles and the ices and the Slurpees and that sort of thing. And what's the main component in that? Sugar. All right? Sugar. Oh, man, we're getting a lot of tweets up in here. I mean, I see the Twitter thing blowing up, engineer. I mean, what is everybody saying? It's there, go back there, They're saying open up the chat room. Well, hold on. We'll open up the chat room. I just want to get through the markets here because there's a lot of true capitalists. I mean, at least tens of thousands throughout the world who listen to this commentary and actually make some serious money. All right, I mean, you have to take the analysis and the insight that I'm providing out here to relay it to your life so you can make some capital, man. I know I got a lot of gamers who are listening in. I think it's funny that, these gamers, they spend their entire lives trying to be the best at a specific game, and yet they're not getting paid for it. They're not getting paid for it, for Christ's sake. I mean, figure out a mechanism of generating revenue around something you like doing. You understand? I mean, that's capitalism, baby. Figure it out. Read. Do something. If you're on the internet, the world is at your fingertips. The world is at your fingertips. There should be no reason why you're not making capital. Anyway, sugar is up $1.10, all right? A percentage increase of, get this, 4.25% on the day, for Christ's sake. Can you believe this crap? Can you believe this? I mean, 4.2, what the hell is it again? 4.25% on the day. I'm sorry, folks, for reading tweets as they come along. I mean, they're coming in an abundant amount. I guess we may have to open up the chat room, but I'm gonna randomly open it up. And if you get in, you get in. If not, well, I'm sorry, you know. Anyway, soybean futures are up $4. Oat futures are up $11. That's a percentage increase of 3.23%. Haven't you noticed that everything that we're eating today has gone up? That's going to reflect in your grocery bill here in the next couple of weeks. I'm telling you, folks, you listen to this broadcast, and especially you young children out there that are out there shopping with your mothers or fathers, or hopefully you got a family still, you'll be able to notice this. I mean, notice the price of everything. I'm telling you, you know, this is why I say these prices. You gauge about what you're going to pay for these commodities later on down the road, so you can figure out, you know, how much money you need to goddamn make to live lavish still. You understand? That's the only way you're going to continue living lavish. Anyway, lumber is down for, believe it or not, $6.70. That's a percentage decrease of 2.73%. Now, I know there's folks out there that are like, well, Ghost, if there was positive real estate numbers today, why do we see lumber going down so dramatically? Well, it's because we got a lot of bottom feeders coming into the market. You know, this was an unexpected jump in the real estate market. As a matter of fact, analysts were looking for negative numbers. I mean, they were looking for a decrease in the value of homes this month. And on the contrary, it did the complete opposite, and that signifies, that spike signifies that you've got real estate speculators coming in and actually bidding on a lot of these homes out here. You know, a lot of these homes that are just, you know, out and about, just, you know, a foreclosure, people that need to get rid of them, so on and so forth. And they're not new homes. They're not new. You see, lumber futures need new home sales, not, you know, home prices. It needs new home sales, that number, that piece of economic data for it to go up. I mean, this is bad for anybody who's in the lumber futures market. I mean, when you see, you know, that type of number, you're speculating that, hey, I mean, it seems like everybody's bottom feeding for these, you know, old homes or previously owned homes, so on and so forth. So this is why you're seeing a negative number here. We got soybean oil futures up 39 cents, and wool has no change whatsoever. So Rosie O'Donnell and the bull-nosed bull dykes had no effect in today's wool futures. Let's get to the metals, shall we? We've got copper futures up $4.65. We've got gold up. You know, finally, we're seeing it up over 1,500 because, I mean, I thought that gold at below 1,500 at this point in time with the debasing of the currency is just utterly ridiculous. But, of course, I mean, these are fixed prices. And, you know, I've said it time and time again, all you got to do is look up what happened was a couple of months ago, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, the CME Group, upping its limits or upping its requirements for margins. All right? I mean, you know, changing its requirements for margins, for Christ's sake. And for all you folks that don't know what trading on margin is, well, look it up. All right? There's Investopedia. It's a great resource. Look it up for yourself. All right? Not only did they, you know, kind of redo the way that margin requirements were done once, which was an unprecedented move, which hasn't been done in like 30 years or something, that's over 30 years. They did it twice in 1 week, twice. And that was a pure, I mean, anybody who has any kind of common sense that's not only in the investment market but understands politics and, you know, the whole strata, you would have observed that as a clear message that the merging of private enterprise, which is Wall Street, and the government is clear as day. I've been talking about this for years when it started happening once Barack Obama took power, and the 2 years that he and his regime had a complete majority in the government. They bailed out Wall Street, for Christ's sake. And who's the ones fundraising these latest campaign events? You know, I mean, what was it, this past weekend, or was it a couple of days ago? Barack Obama had a dinner for, you know, his campaign, $38,500 a plate. Who's buying that crap? The same people that got bailed out with our tax dollars. I mean, isn't that kind of like funneling taxpayer money to refund your campaign? I don't know. I'm just saying. Anyway, gold is up $5.50. That's a percentage increase of 37%. All right, closing out today at $1,501.90 per troy ounce of gold. Silver is up 32 cents today. I mean, that doesn't even take off or not even make up what the goddamn loss we saw yesterday in silver. But silver is up 32 cents, a percentage increase of 0.96%. Closing out today at $33.92 per troy ounce of silver. Livestock, we got live cattle futures up 57 cents today. Cattle feeder futures are up 92 cents today, and for all you folks that like to shove a couple of ham bones down your gullet, lean hog futures are down 20 cents today, and that, my friends, is the markets for your ass. All right? All right. Now, I'm considering opening up the chat room here. But we're getting a lot of these little spammer ass clowns even spamming in the Twitter account here. You know what I'm saying? It's not setting a good precedent. It's not setting a good precedent if I open up the chat room and see all these spamming jerk dicks. Anyway, let me take a swig of this margarita. Cheers to all the true capitalists out there, and you're not a part of these internet hooligans that are out here just trying to disrupt my program. I really don't appreciate it whatsoever. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Anyway, folks, I want to hear from you. 646-652-4869. I mean, I hope you were bottom feeding like I was last week, and you weren't like these jerk nuts out here just kind of listening into what I'm saying and it going into one ear and out the other. Hopefully you're capitalizing like I'm doing, but I'm capitalizing, baby. That's what I'm doing. I'm capitalizing. Woo! Anyway, let's go ahead and take some calls, see if anybody's capitalizing out there. We got area code 563 on the horn. What's up? You're just staying there. I don't know what you're doing. 817, what's up? Yeah, you're just sitting there, for Christ's sake. I mean, is anybody going to talk, for Christ's sake? Can't get everybody's tongue. Come on, boy. Area code 209, what's going on?
Were you raped as a kid?
You sound like a kid. Where are your parents at?
They're doing whatever they want right now. I don't really care.
Where your parents aren't home?
Nope.
So where are they at?
They're at work.
They're at work? Yeah, right. Are you kidding me? I mean, you understand, this is why I broadcast at this time, young man, because this is about the time people get off work. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is the time people, like working class people, get off work and they just want to kick back and listen to something, have a few drinks, that sort of thing. So I'm telling you where your folks are, right? They're at happy hour right now, and obviously if you're just raised by your mammy, it sounds that way just by the sound of your voice. Mammy's out there at happy hour looking for an ethnic minority, or you know what, better yet, she may have jungle fever. She may have jungle fever. She got jungle fever. You know what I'm saying? So come on. All right? Anyway, let's take some more callers here. I mean, I want to see if anybody's capitalizing out here. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. 732, what's up? You're on the horn.
Hey, Ghost. How's it going?
Going.
Yeah, so I was just wondering. I think I have a suggestion. We sell America to China, and we become the American Union. Like we become communists. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Oh, you stupid idiot. You don't even know what the hell you're talking about, first and foremost, all right? You don't even know what the first thing of economics is. You're just some stupid, half-witted, dumb idiot that's raised by a single parent. I can tell by the femininity in your goddamn voice. And you're just trying to sit over here and get a rise out of me. Well, you know what? You're not. All right? You're not going to get a rise out of me, all right? You want to know why? Because I'm living lavish right now, all right? I mean, look at the gains that have been posted in the equities markets, all right? I mean, last week I was telling everybody, hey, maybe you should entertain some options out here. Maybe you should entertain some plays out here. And hopefully you listened. If you didn't, well, by God, I mean, you're playing with your pecker shaft right now. Jesus Christ. Let me get another drink of this damn margarita. This margarita's great, man.